Log Kya Kahenge is a social slogan in Hindi used in Indian culture to create fear of public opinion in one's personal life. Growing up in a joint family, I heard this term thrown around a lot. My house was not what you'd call conservative, but we still held on to harmful beliefs. One of these beliefs was about male body image. Stepping into my first year of middle school, I was a pretty skinny child. Now, this helped in athletics and made me pretty popular in my all Indian, all boys school, where your value was literally determined by how fast you could run. However, in Indian culture, being ever so slightly skinny is considered weak, a word I heard daily. So, on a trip abroad, my grandma decided she'd had enough of the "why does your grandson have such lanky arms" comment she'd get whenever she have her friends over. On that trip, I was overfed and developed like an obsession with food, and that would continue even as we got back home. Over the span of a summer break, I had completely transformed. And stepping into my second year of middle school, I quickly realized I was no longer able to uphold those running race records I set just like a year ago. Now, this doesn't sound like the end of the world, but in a school where hierarchies are built around a warped view of masculinity, my reputation plummeted. The top spot was basically reserved for the fastest running, loudest speaking, most Axe deodorant wearing boys. And naturally, this is a position a lot of boys wanted to reach. And so, over the years, you'd see several of them try to try the best to fit into this stereotypically aggressive definition of masculinity. But, like, makes you think, what about the other boys? You know, the other boys who liked something besides football and Call of Duty. The thing with those boys is that they were left out of a lot. They were left out of a lot, and most of them were okay with that. Actually, they were fine with having a conversation about something besides the Premier League. They were fine with staying inside the classroom while their classmates played sports in the summer heat. I, however, I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand the thought of being left out of the cool kid activities for not being physically athletic. And so I put on this like facade of sorts, a facade which involved poking fun at the boys who would stay inside the classroom during games. Now it's highly possible that those boys had similar interests to me, but it didn't matter. What mattered was staying up every night, memorizing football trivia, and then waking up in the morning to mock the classmates who didn't know the same trivia. Maybe because they were alright with who they were and like just decided that maybe football just isn't for them. How lame, right? As outrageous as this was, it worked. I had successfully infiltrated the top of the precious hierarchy and was now included in the discussion again. There's one thing wrong with this facade though. It was exhausting. Absolutely exhausting. I mean, how long could you pretend to like something you didn't, especially when it required so much dedication to prove you even liked it? I was done. I decided I couldn't keep up with this fake persona, so I marched up to my awesome new macho masculine friends to tell them that football is just not me. I expected maybe like yeah, we knew, man. We just liked having you around, your sports trivia knowledge doesn't matter to us. And everything will be sunshine and rainbows, right? Well, that wasn't the case. I was met with immediate rejection from the group. I was thrown out, forgotten about. Now, who do I turn to now? The people who just declared me as uncool, or the people I mocked relentlessly in order to seem cool? It's such a vivid day to me, especially because like I had nowhere to go, you know. And then it's what happened next. I went home, full of tears. I drowned headfirst into my pillow and was woken up about 2 hours later and told to get ready. I got ready, got into the car to go to my cousin's house. I was really excited, especially after what just happened at school. I was going to a place of family where I couldn't be rejected for something so trivial as football knowledge, even if my cousin was pretty athletic himself. Anyway, I get there. My cousin and I step into the kitchen because the adults are talking about boring stuff too loud in the living room. He had this sort of like eureka moment and tells me he knows a fun game. Two stainless steel spoons are grabbed out of a drawer and one gets placed in my hand. He says, let's bend it. Now imagine my surprise when I can't do what he just did with ease. Imagine my surprise when he thinks it's the funniest thing in the world when I'm unable to show such a stupid display of physical strength like bending spoons. Is that what makes a man valuable? Is that what makes a man valuable? I still don't know. I still don't. But I hope this is enough now.